It's Minnie at All X's. I want to welcome you if you're new to my channel, and welcome back if you're, if we're already friends. So I promised I would do a 2023 finish wrap up or finish parade or whatever you want to call it. So I'm here. That's what I'm here to do today. I ended up the year with 22 finishes, and I had two, and of those, two of those are FFOs. They were gifted, and I don't have them anymore, so I'll have to put a picture in somewhere. Let's see. I'm going to try to give you all the information I can on the design and fabric and, the fabric count and who was by. Some of it I didn't get. Some of it I missed. I didn't write it down and I can't find it. Excuse me. So, I'm going to do my best, and hopefully, if this is not too long, then I may go into some of my current whips and new starts for the year, but we're definitely going to do the finishes. I may save the other for another video, who knows. Okay, so let's get started. 2023, it's over. I'm glad to see it gone. I'm not even going to say anything about 2024 because it's still a baby. And, give it a month or two. So, I don't make any New Year's resolutions because I never keep. That's how I am with plans. I love doing plans, but then I'm frustrated, because I don't keep them. And, I don't like to tell people, excuse me, I don't like to tell people stuff that I'm going to do, and then I don't do it. Excuse me. Oh, let me tell you, today is January 10th. It's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I've got my ring light on. Hopefully it'll show up. My finishes, will show up really good and everything. It's rainy and cloudy outside anyway. It was rainy yesterday. Okay, let me get started with this. All right, my very first finish. Well, a little bit out of order. I had to go back and put the year, when they were, the month or whatever, when they were finished, and some of them are out of order. But this is my first whip finish, and this is Corgi Caboodle from Plum Street Sampler. It's stitched on a 32 count Lugana stone gray swagger, and I think I got this from either Stony Creek or 123 Stitch, but this is it. I love those little corgis. I love the corgis. Maybe this will be my thumbnail, and it won't have me peeping around the side. Okay. Alright, so that was number 1. Number 2, and I ironed these pieces. I actually pressed them. Some of them, the wrinkles came out, some of them didn't. Number 2 is Counting on Love by Silver Creek Samplers. It's on a 28 count Lugana called Autumn by Under the Sea Fabrics. Oh, and I finished the Corgi Caboodle March 18th, 2023. I finished this one actually January 31st, 2023. This is Counting on Love. There was a different date up here. I changed it to my anniversary, to the date my husband and I were married. And this is Counting on Love. It says 1, 2, I shall love you. 3, 4, for rich or poor. 5, 6, a perfect mix. 7, 8, true soulmates. 9, 10, forever, amen. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3 is from Wild Violet Designs, and the only name here was Cat Stamp. I love this, and this was supposed to be going to my sister. It probably still will be, but I just hadn't did it yet. And I finished this one August 8th, and this is, I don't know what fabric this is. I think this is a 28 count. Excuse me. I think this is a 28 count. I don't know. I think it's from Under the Sea Fabrics, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure who it's by. Evidently I threw the tag away. This was just a little piece that was left over. And excuse me, if you hear my stomach gurgling, excuse me. Between my medications I take and if I drink anything with dairy or coffee, I'm just a mess. Don't worry about it. I'm good. But excuse my stomach from rumbling. Okay, the next one is another Wild Violet design. This is Snail Stamp. I finished this on, this is a, I think this is a 32 count. And it just says Snail Stamp. I don't know what the color or the dyer, where I get it from. It was another piece left over from something else. And this is it, Snail Stamp. Okay, and I finished this one August 28th. Okay, the next one is from Heartstring Samplery, and I did a little modification to it. Actually, I finished it April 1st, 2023, and this is either on a 32 count or a 36 count, but it's a little ornament cut. It's from Fortnite Fabrics. I know that much. It's an even weave, and it was a part of a gift from my friend Jane, this fabric, and that's all I can tell you about the fabric. But I did a little modification. The chart is, like I say, Heartstring Samplery, and it was in is For Nerve, which was a piece that she used as a fundraiser. And I bought one, and I added neuropathy because my nerves are gone. For my chemo, I have neuropathy in my toes, in my feet, in my hands, and that's because of nerve damage. So that is a nerve, and N is for nerve and neuropathy. I did this one. Yeah, I finished this one on the April 1st, 2023. The next one is from Lucy Beam in Stitches, and it is called Immortal. I don't know the fabric. It's a linen. I don't know, but here it is. By Cross Stitch Like I'm Immortal. This, I think, is everybody's theme. You know, around those sales when you have the market and all those sales, and everybody starts just buying up charts and fabric, and we all think we're immortal, that we're going to live until we finish all of our stash. So we just keep buying. I love that. Okay. Okay, number 7 is Twas the Night Ornaments. There was a series of 4 different series, you know, packs and groups in the series, and this is 4 of 4. I think I've got 2 more to do, and they're just small little Christmas ornaments. This one I modified, changed the skin color. I do have, there's some small little buttons and stuff like that to go on these. I wanted to finish them all and then, you know, FFO them all. Twas the Night. These are by JBW Design, I believe it is JBW Designs, and this is on white Monaco, 32 count, no, 28 count, 28 or 32 count Monaco white, and I think it's just from Charles Craft. Okay, this is an old one. I had this for a while here, that series, and it's 3 in each group. The next one, number 8, is, I love this chart because it is so mean. Delightful. It's Mary Engelbreit. It's on a 14 count white Charles Craft Ada. And I finished it June 8, 2023. And I changed the skin color. And I think she's just me. Just her the way she looks. Her attitude and what it says. As far as I know, I'm delightful. And that is me. As far as I know. Oh, okay. I love these. And like I said, I stitch for myself, so all of these are mine. I just love them. This one, oh, my next one would have been Matilda Souls, which is from Finally a Farmgirl. And I'll put a picture somewhere in here of what it looked like before it was gifted. It was actually my small for 2023 StitchCon. And so it was gifted away. I finished the stitching April 5th, but it was given away at last year's StitchCon. And it's on a 32 count Lugana, a white Lugana. Okay. So that'll be the first one I insert a picture of. The next one is Patriot Pin Cushion. I saw Pam from Just Keep Stitching work on this pin cushion, and I just fell in love with it. I'm not a really patriotic person, but I mean it's the red, white, and blue colors, but it's not a flag. So I love this. I don't know how I'm going to finish it. I thought about doing the pin cushion, so I may just do a pin cushion, or or put it on top of a box. So, but it's from SubRosa Designs. This is on a 35 count linen cappuccino from Weeks That Works. And I finished it at StitchCon, June 10th, 2023. Yep, this was my StitchCon finish. My next one, this one took me a while to do. It took a while. And I am so glad it's finished. I love it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or give it away. This is the Hogwarts crest. The chart I got was Colleen Carrington from Etsy. It's on an 18 count white Ada from Charles Craft, and I finished it June 13th, 2023. I love that. And yes, that took me a long time to stitch. All of the stitching part, the areas, those are full coverage. And you know me in full coverage. And it's on an 18 count. But it's done. My next one is Necessary Trouble. This is from Rebel Stitcher Designs. And I forget. The fabric I think was from 123 Stitch. It's a grayish, or it's a vintage. I can't. Vintage gray. I'm not sure what it is, but it's one of those fabrics where it's white, or white on the back, and it's painted on. But this is it. This is from Rebel Stitcher. It says, never ever be afraid to make some noise and get in good trouble. Necessary trouble. And that's it. I hope you're seeing these okay. Okay. The next one is another Rebel Stitcher. Well, that one was finished July 1st, 2023. This one was finished August 5th. And it's another Rebel Stitcher. And I'm not sure the fabric. I think this was under the sea fabric. But I'm not sure what the color is. And this one is Folding Chair. It says, if they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair. Okay, my next one is from Lindy Stitches. And it is Mary Beard Season. It's on a 28 count Lugana Evergreen from Under the Sea Fabrics. And I finished this one September 8th. And I love him. It was charted well, not exactly. It had the words Mary Beard Season in the beard. You could either stitch it that way, or you could just finish it off, in just do a beard. So that's what I did. I added a few little swirlies and finished his beard. But I love my black Santas, and this one is beautiful. This next one is large. I didn't think it would be this large, but I saw it and It just spoke to me. And it is from Kait's Crafting Corner. Kait's, K-A-I-T apostrophe S Crafting Corner. That's on Etsy. And I finished it November 1st. It's on 32 count Lugana vintage wood from Zweigert. It's another one of those painted on colors, fabric. Let me see if I can move back. Okay, now this is the full piece. And it's the old rugged cross. And I'll bring it up here closer and kind of move it up a little bit as I go. Okay. Since I still believe in Amazing Grace, that there's power in the blood, that he walks with me and he talks with me, that because he lives, I can face tomorrow, all because of the old rugged cross. Love it. Okay. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I may just make a wall hanging. Maybe I'll, put some fabric around it and make a little wall hanging or something to put on my rack up here. All right. The next one is Daisy May from the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch. I started this with Terry from Terry Lee Crafts, and I think she finished hers way before I did. I finished mine in November 16th. This is on 28 count linen crystal lock from Picture This Plus. It's a opalescent fabric, has the sparkle in it. And there you go. And yes, I did have my nails done, so they don't look like I've been scratching in the dirt this time. Okay, my next finish. Because I have 22, so I've got 6 more. This one is, oh no, the next one would have been New Home, and I'll have to insert a picture of it somewhere here. It's London Cross Stitch Club and Joan Elliott, because I took the wording from the London Cross Stitch Club, which says New Home, New Memories, something like that. You'll see it on the picture. And it was on a 32 count Joblin Haunting from Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. It's already been gifted. I gifted it on the 23rd of December. So that one is always, that's the second one that was gifted, and I don't have any more. This one is from Cottage Garden Samplings, Forever and Ever. It's on a 32 count linen vintage Stormy Nights from Zweigert. Another one with the blank background. And I finished it on December 23rd. Awesome. This is Forever and Ever. I'll show you closer so you can see those birds, the cardinals. I love the way they had the stitch designed, and you get that swirl and that texture in the wings. I think it's beautiful. Okay. My next finish is the 2022 StitchCon exclusive by Sue Hillis. I love this one. And this just, when I started this chart, I was sick. I mean, I was truly sick 2022. And I started on that house. That's the house that Keepsakes is in. Keepsakes, the cross-stitch store, is housed in this farmhouse. It's an old farmhouse. And I started on that house when I first started this chart. And this was during my chemo. And it just, I know when I started it. And I think it was in like July or August of 2022. But I finished it December 2023. And I love it. I love that stitchy bust. And you get 310. I love it. My next, oh yes, this is my, I love this. This is Su Nombre es Jesus, is Jesus. I won't say Jesus, but Su Nombre es Jesus. This is from Joyful Expressions. It is for my daughter-in-law, and this is in Spanish. Now, I do have this stitched in English, and I'll show you that one at the end. This one is for my daughter-in-law. I just have to get a frame for it. I love that. And last but not least, this is my last finish. No, it's not. I take that back. This is my version of Courage. When last StitchCon, Pam from Just Keep Stitching decided she wanted to commemorate her 30th anniversary of her diagnosis of breast cancer, and make this as an awareness. And I wanted to do something similar, and I found I didn't want to do another sampler. And so I found something, a different design for Courage, because I like that. Because believe me, it took courage to go through chemo. Whether you have lung cancer, breast cancer, any kind of cancer, if you're going through chemo, oh, you better believe you need courage. And so this is my Courage. It's from Birdhouse Stitchering. It's on 32 count Lugana Mystic from Picture This Plus, and I finished it 123, which was December 31st, 2023. And this is Courage. And I love it. This, I wanted to have it done, and maybe I can get it frame it up so I can take it with me to StitchCon this year. I will be going. And okay, now last but not least is my final finish for 2023. Well, this one was on the 30th. Like I say, some of them are out of order. But this was the last one also. This is one of the last ones. This is the comparatively small red ship of life from Ink Circles. It's stitched on 32 count Rose Myrtle Lugana from Under the Sea Fabrics. And this is it. Okay. That's it. These are my 2023 finishes. I hope you enjoyed that part. As I promised, this is my version, the English version of that same chart for my daughter-in-law. This is His Name is Jesus. And then, like I said, this was from Joyful Expressions. And this is the English version. And I pulled it out because I'm going to try to get them both framed up at the same time. Okay. Alright. So, I won't hold you any longer. What I'll do is, when I make my next video, I'll include all of my new starts and any finishes I have for this month, January of 2024. So if I have any finishes, I'll include those. I am not doing Whip Go, and I'm just winging it and doing whatever I want. I did want to include, I had forgotten during my last videos that I did a donation to Mount Vernon Hospital, which is the hospital closest to me, where I was, where my husband took me when I was sick and I was diagnosed with lung cancer, and where I was, they brought Dr. Caffey to me and introduced me to him as my oncologist, which I am grateful for. Last year, I have a buy me a coffee, and during the year, instead of making a monthly donation, or as anything comes in on my buy me a coffee, I just waited till the end of the year, and I made a $100 donation to into the hospital. This is the same place that I made the donation for my t-shirt, my fundraiser. And so I made another donation, and I'll insert the receipt so you'll know I'm not telling you any lies. But yeah, I had $80 worth of buy me a coffee. Excuse me. And so I added the other, and rounded up to $100, maybe even $100. And that was what I did with my beer coffee. I did not want to promise anybody anything of what I was going to do with the money. Hopefully, if I get more, then that'll be what I do with it. I do not monetize my channel isn't monetized, so any commercials that you see before and after or whatever, I'm not getting anything for those. I don't have enough watch hours or viewing hours or whatever they call it to qualify to be monetized. So if you don't watch the whole thing, if you could help me out, that would be fine. That way when I monetize, then I can let YouTube pay me for my content, and we'll see what happens with that. So if you like what you see, give me a like, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you'll know when I upload another video. If you want to, buy me a coffee. It's in the description box below my video. What else? I'm going on a cruise. I'll be leaving Friday afternoon, going to Western Caribbean, I'm going to try my best to take as many pictures of my husband and I, our friends that we're going with, what we're seeing, so I can share them with you when I get back. So, until then, I appreciate you all. Have a great and safe, healthy New Year, and I'll see you when I get back. Bye.